Like any weapon, though, the economic sanctions we're talking about will cause collateral damage, blowback, if you will. And that is something Vladimir Putin was keen to point out, arguably threaten, when he was talking to his ministers in Moscow earlier today.
We know it well. They urge their citizens to tighten their belts, dress warmer, and point to the sanctions they impose on us as a reason for their deteriorating situation.
Brian O'Toole helped enforce US sanctions when he worked for the Office of Foreign Assets Controls, OFAC, in Washington. He's with me now. Brian, well, you heard that. I mean, you know this backwards, the difficulty of seizing these assets once these sanction lists are published. What are you hearing now about the success that they are having?
Look, seizing yachts and planes is sexy and draws headlines because they're big, flashy things that you can point to. But fundamentally, they're not anywhere near as important as the other restrictions that are being placed on Russia, like the central bank sanctions, like restrictions on Russian banks themselves and other companies, cessation of imports of oil, drawing down things that really hit the Kremlin in its pocketbook. Those are what matter to Putin, right? He doesn't care that much if Alisher Usmanov's $600 million yacht leaves that port or not. That's not really his concern.
And do those people who did these, and as I say, I've got the list here of the consolidated list. I mean, are these people like Abramovich sanctioned because there is a PR benefit in a sense? I'm not saying he's worthy of sanctions, but you want to hold this to sort of look at what the rich are getting up to.
Yeah, it's hard to say that you're going after the entirety of the Kremlin's kind of kleptocratic system without going after the guys who benefit from it, even if they're not the ones who are going to be exerting any real influence on Putin. So, the way that I always think about it is it's like, if you drop a stone in a pond and you've got the concentric circles, right? The biggest cronies for Putin are people like Timchenko and the Rotenberg brothers. And then you get a ring out and you're talking Usmanov and Abramovich and folks like that, Deripaska. And so, you always want to stay in those concentric circles. And that's kind of my view of it.
Okay, so there's a bit of an unspoken here, though, isn't there? Because the sanctions that we're seeing now have never been done before on a scale as we're doing now. And therefore, I put it to you that me, the West, the democratic countries, we are going to feel an effect because essentially the war is being felt on economic turf.
Absolutely. The Biden administration's laid out that prices at the pump here in the States have risen 75 cents a gallon over the last couple of weeks. And that is going to be, there are going to be effects to the West, whether those are supply chain disruptions, interruptions to business that is, kind of transverse from the Atlantic over to Russia, whether it's, the energy prices themselves. The point of sanctions, though, is to hurt the other guy more than yourself. And, no Western jurisdiction, no Western country is facing the prospect of sovereign default. And Russia very well may be there next year. So Putin saying that this is some harm to the U.S. or the West is a very silly construct.
You alluded to the Russian default and as and when it will happen. Brian, from what your friends and sources in Treasury and elsewhere are telling you, or what you're hearing, how badly are the sanctions hitting Russia at the moment, and when would you expect to see them really bite?
So they're hitting pretty hard now. The real tests are going to be if Russia ever opens up its stock markets again and allows the ruble to trade freely. It has not done so since the beginning of this crisis, and that's going to bring with it a massive plummet in valuations. The sanctions on the major Russian banks don't fully take effect until March 25th. So that's when Sberbank, the largest bank in Russia, will be formally cut off from the U.S., which essentially cuts it off from most cross-border transactions. And then when Russia has these sovereign debt repayments, right? If the country is declared in default on their sovereign debt, that's going to have a cascading effect across the economy. So when those things trip, right, that's when you're going to start to see kind of the biggest impacts reverberating across Russia.
And I said when we first spoke to you, we would need to speak to you many times during this crisis. I'm glad you've agreed to help us understand what's going on. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your time tonight. Thank you.